Hey everyone, Chris Stoltz coming at you once again from the Muppet Stuff Museum. We recently went to a couple of stores and picked up a lot of really great Muppet stuff. So we want to give you a look of what we picked up. First up, we went to Nicholas Smith Toy Trains and Hobbies in Broomall, Pennsylvania, and they had a bunch of really cool vintage Bear in the Big Blue House stuff still sitting there on the shelf. It's been there for a while, and they gave us an amazing deal on these Bear in the Big Blue House items. Okay, first up is this Bear in the Big Blue House Bear and Tutter plush set. It's a little sun faded, but otherwise it is still mint in the box. It also shows some other items Applause had. There's a bear mug and a bear set of small finger puppet plush. Next is this Fisher-Price Sniffing Around Bear. Again, a little sun faded. The box is a little bit bent there, but no big deal. It's still pretty much mint in the box. And this is from Fisher-Price. And on the back, it shows just how you can hug him and squeeze him. Let's see if he works. He's supposed to sniff. Let's see if he sniffs. Little bit. You can kind of squeeze him and he kind of sniffs. You smell good. All right, so moving from smallest to largest, the next one is just amazing. This is a huggable bear plush, and as you can see, he is fairly large. He's probably a good 2 feet tall, and what you could do with this one is he becomes a puppet. You put your hands in his hands, and then you can hug. It's very, very cool, very cute. Again, mint with the tags and everything from Applause. The only thing this is missing is it should have been an actual puppet. There should have been a hole in the back here or up his butt, somewhere where you could, make him, talk and hug. That's the only thing this is missing. But otherwise, very, very cool bear huggable plush. Early 90s, my Applause again. And since we're showing off some bear stuff, I thought we'd show you some things we have in the collection that we already had that we didn't just pick up, but these were in the collection in storage, and we just recently put them out. So here is a Bear in the Big Blue House plush bank. This was done by Applause. There's a slot in the back here for the coins, and it opens on the bottom. Very, very cool. Very nicely done by Applause. And we have another plush bear from Applause. This one is like he's running or something. I'm not quite sure what the deal is here because his leg is kind of sewn up. But he is a really cool plush that doesn't do anything else. He's just a plush. But again, mint condition. We've had this one in the collection for about 20 years now. He was in storage, so he's finally making his return out to be seen. This next item isn't a bear plush, but a bear balloon. This is a bear head balloon from the original release of the show. He still has his stem, still inflated. He is now on display in our larger items collection, which you'll see in a future video. Well, again, this was in storage for a long time and survived. Last but not least, again, going from smallest to largest, is this extremely large Bear in the Big Blue House plush. He does not have the huggable hands like the other one. He's not a puppet. He's simply a plush, but he is massive. This was done by Fisher-Price, and he still has his tags, and he's very good condition. Again, he was in storage for the last 15 plus years, and he is finally making his way to be seen again in the collection. Also from Nicholas Smith Toy Trains and Hobbies, I picked up a Elmo's Magic Cookbook VHS. It was marked as $12.99, on sale for $7.99, and they actually gave it to me for only $1. So it was a very good deal. These guys are awesome. I highly recommend going down to Nicholas Smith's Train and Hobby store in Broomall. Speaking of Sesame Street, there was one other thing we picked up while we were there. This Oscar the Grouch Garbage Man toy car. It was made in 2009 by Learning Curve, which I had never heard of before, and it comes with Slimy on the back. The same day, and only about 20 minutes later, we checked out Zip Toys in Haverford, Pennsylvania, and they had just an amazing selection of vintage 80s, early 90s toys. Again, going smallest to largest, we have these Sesame Street PVC figures. This is an international bully release of Big Bird. I think he might actually be called Pinto. It's the international Big Bird. Very rare. You don't see these in the United States very often. And again, it's made by Bully, not by Applause. He's one of the first things I saw when we walked in the door, even though he's very small, and I knew we were in for a treat. Next up is a little more of a common item, but still very cool to see in as good condition as she was. This is a Nurse Prairie Dawn finger puppet made by Applause. Also in their PVC selection were these great Muppet Baby PVCs. There's a Kermit and Miss Piggy. These are made by Schleck. These were all international releases. They were sometimes also released here in the States, but these were international first. They are pretty rare. 1985 Schleck Kermit and Miss Piggy PVCs. Then we get a little bit later the Applause line of PVCs. This is the Kermit Circus PVC. There was a whole separate line of just circus-themed Muppet Baby PVCs, and this is Ringleader Kermit. I also picked up two other Muppet Babies PVCs that I never even knew existed. Baby Gonzo and Baby Kermit PVC pencil toppers. The Kermit pencil topper is on a swing, while the Gonzo PVC pencil topper is on a rocket ship that goes around the pencil. Both are in mint condition, and you can see have never been used as pencils. They've never been sharpened. They are in mint condition, and it was just incredible to find them sitting there on the shelf like this. Speaking of rare PVCs, in 1990, Presents, a division of Hamilton Cards, put out a line of Muppet PVC figures in a 1950s high school motif, which is known as the Muppet High series. We were shocked not to just find the entire complete set mint at the store, but in the original store display. We bought the whole set, and they even threw in the box for free. Next up, we have these Muppet Babies, Baby Kermit and Baby Fozzie squeeze toys. Each one completely mint. They've never been played with. These are amazing to find. Usually they are beat up because a kid played with them. And these are perfect for the museum here in museum quality, pristine condition. Next up is the Direct Connect Toy Tunes Kermit plush. He has a PVC vinyl head and a plush body. This was a line of Muppet figures that Direct Connect put out in the early 90s. There's Miss Piggy, Fozzie, Gonzo, and Animal in the line. These are a little harder to find with the box intact and in great condition. And as you can see, of course, this one is mint. Along with the Muppet Babies PVCs, they also had a line of plush that's somewhat correlated. This is the Muppet Babies Baby Piggy Circus Performer plush by Dakin. They did a line of other plush and puppets from the Muppets to Fraggle Rock. This is not a puppet, this is just the plush, but all mint with tags, as you can see. Also by Dakin, this is the adult Miss Piggy Gymnast plush. It's not much more different than the Baby Piggy, but again, this is the adult and this is the Baby Piggy. Slightly different in size, not by much, but these are very cool. Again, with tags, mint condition by Dakin, just sitting there on the shelf. Amazing, amazing finds. Hey everyone, so while putting together this video, I realized there was some footage missing, and it was kind of important footage as it leads into the next segment. So I'm going to take over from this guy and explain exactly what was missing. So the last item we picked up that day from Zips Toys was this 1989 Muppet University Kermit by Direct Connect. These are extremely hard to find these days, especially like this in mint condition. Again, this store sells pretty much nothing but new old stock, so this has been sitting there for about 30 years. What makes the boxes so interesting is that they were designed by former Henson creative director Craig Yo, seen here along with Jim Henson and the Muppet cast of The Ghost of Fafner Hall. You can tell a product was designed by Craig Yo by its avant-garde style and how it doesn't quite seem to match any other Muppet products. I happened to find some of the products Craig designed on eBay in brand new mint condition. When I asked the seller how they had some of these rare items still brand new in the package, they informed me that they were themselves Craig Yo. So I started talking to Craig about his time at Henson and some of the work he produced. Needless to say, I not only bought a few of the items Craig was selling, he also sent me a few other items as well, which was already extremely generous of him. But I asked him for a favor as well, which was if he could please sign the items he sent me. This guy wanted me to hold off and show all of Craig's items in a separate video, but I convinced him otherwise, so let's show him off now. Oh, thank you. Here we have a Kermit fanny pack with tags. It's got this cool checkerboard in the front, and you can see Craig signed it right on the back. Here is another fanny pack. This one features the Muppets. It's got a leopard print at the top of this one, and you can see Craig also signed this one on the back as well. Here is a pack of pens with character by Flair. This is a set of Muppet pens that Craig designed. This is Animal, Miss Piggy, and Gonzo. They have a little checkerboard at the top. You can see in the packet there is a leopard print backing. Craig also designed some greeting cards. This is Nothing Shall Come Between Us and Survive, and the back is very cool. It's got this Kermit head coming out of a teapot. The front has this like mixed media kind of thing going on. Very cool, very avant-garde stuff. Craig also did some more subdued merchandise. This is a line of post-it notes featuring Kermit and Miss Piggy. They're just kind of typical. They're not as crazy as the leopard print and checkers, but you could use these in an office setting. This one is Bosses Are Great, featuring Kermit and Miss Piggy, and this one is I Love My Job, featuring Miss Piggy. I should also mention that the packaging for the Toy Toons Kermit we showed you earlier was also designed by Craig Yo. Again, in the more subdued style, here is a Kermit head cassette carrying case, and as you can see, Craig signed it right by Kermit's head. Well, as you saw, subdued wasn't quite Craig's style, so he also made a much funkier cassette carrying case as well, which he signed on the back. If you've seen Cinema Sickness's videos, you know I can't always be there with him. And sometimes he finds Muppet stuff when I'm not there. Luckily, he's nice enough to give me a call if I need something from the museum. So I picked up a few things from him while we were at the toy stores. First up is a set of Play School Sesame Street tray puzzles. Here's one featuring Big Bird and Little Bird, and another featuring Big Bird having a birthday party for, I'm not sure who it's for. They're for you? Probably. So here we see Bert, Ernie, Big Bird, Oscar, Grover, and Little Bird giving you a birthday cake to blow out. Speaking of Big Bird, he found this great Big Bird on a bike toy. He has his big wheels, his legs move as you spin the wheel, his stickers are all intact, he's in great condition as he goes, his head kind of bobs up. It's very, very cool figure, great condition, so I was really happy to add this to the museum. Another new great addition from Dave is this Muppet Babies puzzle. This is from Milton Bradley. It's a 60-piece puzzle featuring the Muppet Babies imagining themselves in the Old West. We got Davy Crockett. We got some like war kind of thing going on. It's very interesting. But Dave's not the only one that picks things up for me on their trips and travels and when they see Muppet stuff. My good friend Jason happened to find some more stuff for me at this vintage toy store in North Jersey, and this is what he picked up for me. All right, so if you're sensing a theme here, yes, more Big Birds. This is Big Bird on a scouting bird watching trip, right? And here is Big Bird backpacking through Europe, I guess. So here is Sightseeing Big Bird and Backpacking Big Bird. Ernie luggage tag. This Ernie picking a Christmas tree PVC, and this PVC of the count with 3 balloons and 3 fingers up. I think he's counting to 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so there is one more item that Jason picked up. This has nothing to do with anything we've shown you here today. It's not Muppets. It's not Sesame Street. It's not from Bear in the Big Blue House. It's from another realm of the Henson universe. Anybody want to take a guess? Comments below if you can figure it out before I show it to you. But here it is this extremely rare dinosaurs crayon by number set, all completely mint in the box. The set includes 6 9x12 pictures and crayons. This was done by Rose Art in 1992. You don't see these very often, especially not mint in the box. So when Jason saw this at that store, I said, yes, please go back there. Please pick this up for me. And is now a great addition to the museum. We took a trip up to the middle of Pennsylvania with Cinema Sickness to pick up some Muppet Babies stuff. A dealer was selling a large collection of Muppet Baby stuff, so I went up to check it out, and I came back with a giant, and I mean a giant tub of Muppet Baby stuff, vintage Muppet Baby stuff that I had never knew existed. Maybe you have not as well, and let's check them out. As you can see, this tub is massive. It is way longer than my arm. I can barely reach across it. It is full of Muppet Baby goodness. Ready, set, here we go. Okay, first up in the bin, we have a set of Muppet Babies towels. Here's Baby Kermit directing, Baby Fozzie with lights, and we have the washcloths as well as the tags, all original mint. Keeping with the towel theme, not Muppet Babies, but regular Muppet towel set. Here is Kermit and Fozzie in a bathtub. It comes with the washcloths and still has the tags. They are in mint condition. These were amazing to find. I didn't know they were included with the Muppet Baby stuff, but they were. Here we have a Baby Kermit rollback wheel. You roll it forward and it rolls away. It's sort of like a hamster in a cage. This is the Muppet Babies Playhouse playset. Here we have the Muppet Babies Junior typewriter, Muppet Babies pop-ups, the Muppet Babies Roll and See. We got Rolf on the front and Kermit on the other side. A Baby Kermit and Baby Piggy soft crib toy. Muppet Babies High Chair Activity Playset. The Chase Me Musical Mobile. Here we have a big one. It's the Muppet Babies Play Gym. This one appears to have been opened, but it's all complete and in the box still. Here is the Muppet Babies Take a Bath Bath Time book, still in its original packaging. A Baby Kermit and Baby Piggy inflatable. You can see on the back there's a big Baby Piggy face and a big Baby Kermit face. Here we have a Baby Piggy bank. Here we have a Miss Piggy towel set, not in the original packaging. As you can see, this in the Ziploc, but mint condition anyway. And we're not done yet. Here we have not one, but 2 Muppet lunch boxes. These were made by Juicy Juice and used to actually have a Juicy Juice container inside the lunchbox. These no longer do, but they've been opened, but they're still pretty much in mint condition. Also included were a couple of Corgi UK Muppet cars. We have Kermit and Miss Piggy and Rizzo in his pizza mobile. If that all wasn't enough, and I'm sure your minds are already blown, while I was there, I happened to be looking around his store, and in a corner, tucked away, underneath a bunch of other board games and dusty old stuff, I found one of the holy grails of Muppet collectibles. Back in the early 80s, Big Wheels put out a selection of Muppet Big Wheels. There was a Kermit animal, a Miss Piggy, and there was also a Kermit train. So here we have the Muppet Express train. This was big enough for a small child to sit on. At one point, it had little pieces that went from here connected to the wheels. That has not survived. According to the prototype I saw, there might have actually been a Kermit collar up here, but that is not here. And I don't know if it actually happened in the actual model for sale, because this has all these stickers that I don't see in the prototype image either. So it's very cool. It has all these amazing stickers still intact. It was in great condition, sitting there on the floor, basically, just getting dusty. And this, like I said, this is one of the holy grails of Muppet collectibles, just sitting there on the floor. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Weren't those some amazing back-to-back finds and a holy grail to boot? I want to thank Craig again for sending me some of those items from his personal collection. Be sure to like and subscribe. Please be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite item from this video was. Please be sure to follow us on all our social media channels, and we'll see you next time from the MuppetStuff Museum.